It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Returnable here from the 38. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got room. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw again on second down, Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 38, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On play action, Prescott. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The gun, it's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he rifles one incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Fighting to stay up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Avoids him at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side.
How you like me now?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw is Prescott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And congratulations to Dak Prescott, by the way. He just went over 20,000 career passing yards. And you remember he came into the league in 2016, and you remember the gruesome injury in 2020 that he had to fight back from. So congratulations to Mr. Prescott.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now here's Mahomes. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. You got three down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Cedric Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. The drive starts with a completion left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, Prescott. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Here we go, D.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.